Hello and welcome back to another video on this channel. Recently, uploads have been postponed for several weeks due to the Lunar New Year holiday. So in this mini lesson, we'll be exploring some idioms about the topic of success and failure. For starters, our first idiom for today is bat 1,000, which is to be very successful or to do something perfectly. An example for this would be, he's made another sale, he's really batting 1,000. When I came across this specific idiom, I thought it was pretty unique since it doesn't seem to make much sense why bat 1,000 is related to success of any kind. After some research, I learned that the term originally came from baseball, where hitting 1,000 per 1,000 bats is considered a perfect achievement. Moving on, to be flying high means to simply be very successful. For a better idea on how to use this phrase, here's an example. Our business has been flying high ever since we launched this very popular new product. The phrase is inspired by how people view the act of flying, as it is believed to bring someone a strong sense of greatness, even in religion or everyday life. So remember this idiom when writing something. The third idiom we're going to look at is fairly interesting, and that is bite the dust, which means to either fail or to be defeated or to be destroyed. A good sentence this would fit in is thousands of small businesses bite the dust every year. This actually comes from a fairly gruesome origin, coming from the act of dying in perhaps a gunfight and falling face first to the ground. So the person looks as if they are biting the dust. Next, there's the idiom dead in the water. This phrase describes the state of an entity, especially a plan, for example, having failed and very unlikely to have any success in the future. Here's how one can use it in a sentence. Oh, that idea from last week's meeting is dead in the water now that the CEO has vetoed it. It so happens to be that this idiom comes from the occurrence of death in unborn offsprings of some species that lay eggs in bodies of water. And to be dead in the water also means for something to get shut down in the first stages of a process. The final idiom I'm going to show you is get or starts off on the wrong foot, which means to have a successful or unsuccessful start in something. So if it's the right foot, then it means successful and vice versa. So let's look at an example. In an effort to get off on the right foot this semester, I've already begun to research for my thesis. So that's it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time.